And we welcome you inside Braemar Arena, home of the Edina Hornets, as we get ready for some girls hockey action here on mnhockey.tv. It's the top-ranked Edina Hornets facing off against the second-ranked Blake Bears. And 1-versus-2 action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this if you're a girls hockey fan here in the state of Minnesota. Should be a good match. We're just a couple of minutes away here from puck drop. I'll be joined by Pete Wagner here in just a moment. We'll take a look at the starting goaltenders here in just a second as well. We welcome you back to Braemar Arena here in Edina, Minnesota. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are underway here between Blake and Edina. This one will be an icing against the Hornets, so we'll have a defensive zone face-off for them. No score, 15:53 to go here in the first period of play. We're live on mnhockey.tv. Glad you could join us for this top-ranked girls affair. Off the draw, this one will be controlled by the Hornets. Pass fired up the wing here for Voida. Now Edina finally able to dump it in as that one's off the stick of, Now Edina with it again. Hendrickson trying to find someone at the point. Nice pass across. There's a shot that stopped and redirected into the corner. Edina again looking to strike here. That one rolling around in front. Penalty upcoming. This one will be against Blake. So the cross-checking, here's the shot, they score. It's a power play goal for the Hornets, and they lead it 1-0. Let's watch this one on replay. Beautiful feed right across, and that's going to be C.C. Bowlby that gets the goal for the Hornets. Excellent shot right from the left hash, and Edina leads it 1-0 on the power play goal. So C.C. Bowlby with the goal gives the Edina Hornets, who are again, of course, #1 in the Class AA poll, the 1-0 lead. For C.C. Bowlby, that is her 19th goal of the season. That puts her tied into the lead for the team. Katie Davis also has 19 goals for the Hornets as well. This one will go back into the Blake end, where it'll be tracked down in the corner by Bailey Abraham. Good to have Pete Wagner joining us.
Mic check, testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
C.C. Bowlby with the goal for the Hornets.
Power play marker right out of the chute. There's a lot of emotion in this rink right now.
Absolutely.
Offside at the line.
Talk about a big game, 1-versus-2. They've been fighting all season long, going back and forth between the #1 and #2 spot. And most recent
poll, the funny thing is these two teams will play each other 3 times in 1 year.
Yeah.
They're 1 and 2, and it's not going to be for the heavyweight championship of the world.
No, in the same section, of course.
That's
too.
AA, by the way.
Down to the corner goes. Now back up to the point. Nice passing here by the Hornets. This one will be flung over to the other side where Haley Maxwell will regroup it in the neutral zone. Bears control now through center. Here they come along the right wing. Pass broken up by the Hornets defense as Davis looks to move that out. Now she does. Tracked down now by Grace Johnson for the Bears, who was serving that penalty. Grabbed at the line. Here's Annie Keel with the shot. Turned aside as it goes to the corner. Glove down by Adams at the point for the Hornets as she keeps the zone. Adams trying to find that loose change.
Ava Christie, nice job to track that puck. Tough one, a little bit below the knee. Went down and got it with the blocker pad and turned it to the corner. Nice piece of goaltending there.
13:31 to go here, first period. 1-0 lead for the Hornets on that power play goal from Cece Bowlby. And it'll be Jane Keel on the draw here for the Hornets in the offensive zone. Off the draw, a tie-up back to the point. Adams elects to fire it off the boards. Down to the other side. Higuchi will play it for the Bears. Hornets control again. Kylie Roberts throws it off the boards. Tracked down by Meyer for Blake. Trying to get this one out. This one will skid across center ice and now dumped in by Edina's number 7, Lily Hendrickson, as she comes off for a change. Nice pass up ahead here for Morrison. This one will go to the corner. Good battle for positioning here by Mallory Uline.
Little two-hander there, turns it over.
Now up the boards. Good battle here from Edina's Jane Keel. Bears, though, still have it in the zone. Daniel with it for Blake. Trying to find someone at the point, but that one's broken up by Roberts. Hornets trying to get possession right in front of that Blake bench. But here come the Bears now out through center ice. Nice passing as they enter the offensive end. Uline drops it back. Action here in the corner. Hornets regroup at center. Here they come across the line. That's Tella Jungles. That one stick to the corner there. Good pinch in by Uline to keep the zone. Now the Bears coming free with it at center ice. Grabbed a hold of here by Vivian Jungles. Quick shot turned aside, no problem, as this one goes out of play.
Yeah, that was a shot that came in with some juice from Jungles, but you know, you'd say good teams that have good players, especially at the level of Edina and Blake. You know, Edina had that tough period where they lost 2 of 3. They lost to Breck in the Walser Invitational Tournament by a score of 4-2, and then they came back and lost to Blaine 5-4. Hannah Chorsky out of the lineup with a broken pinky, still out of the lineup. She's a factoring player in the offensive side of things, and also Mallory Uline was in the World Juniors.
Yeah, quite the honor
U18.
for her.
Yep. So now they're all back, and we can get a nice gauge of a semblance of order in girls high school hockey with 1 and 2 going at it here from Braemar Arena. We got a nice crowd. A lot of interest in this one. It was awfully quiet in here. There was no JV game.
Yeah. And icing here by Maxwell will send this one in the offensive end. But you mentioned Chorsky, who's out. She had a hat trick a couple of games ago for the Hornets. This faceoff is won by Edina.
Look at you referencing your stats, Matt Harrington. Nice.
Up through center ice it comes now, attempting to track that one down with Swaim. But it'll be back in the defensive end for Edina. Pass right through the wickets of Katie Davis. And so we'll have another icing here.
We like to call
Edina.
those the rudders.
Yeah.
This part of the game. Part of the area. It's a new one for you.
Yeah.
You can take that down to Peoria.
Be back down there in a couple of days, too.
After this game, 4 games remain on the docket for Edina. They head off to Hopkins Park on Tuesday, finish with Minnetonka, Eden Prairie, and Elk River Zimmerman before all the fun begins in February for the right to defend their 2-time state championship title.
It's going to be here quicker than you know it, too.
Did I talk too much there? Was that Bart Archer-like?
No.
I didn't speed up.
No, you were just fine.
Okay, well, let me know.
You're perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. This one controlled now by Blake in their own end. Nice outlet pass as they come across through center. Just under 11 to play here in the first period. 1-0 still in favor of the Hornets. Izzy Daniel dropping that pass back along the boards. Good physical play here from Hendrickson. Able to free that puck up. And controlled here by the Hornets. Telejungles. Nice pass across center. Lucy Bolby sending that one into the zone. Nice handoff pass. The backhander, that one just skidded right across. And now jostling for possession here. Here's a nice move in front. Broken up though by Blake. Trying to get this one out of their own end. It's Grace Johnson. Now up the boards it comes. Flipped in deep. No icing. Backhand pass there from Vivian Jungles over to Uline. And Uline's pass broken up. Here comes Blake the other way. Nice pass. The quick shot and a save there from Strittmatter. Good opportunity for the Blake Bears there. One of their better chances of the game.
Nice job by the Edina defense to gather that thing in and outlet quickly on the left wing side after their goal. The Bears have had a little bit of a pushback here, Matt.
Abraham sends this one across down to the Edina end. Look out. Blown tire.
In stereo. Ooh, got away with one there.
Now controlled by Jungles as she attempts to move it up ice, though Blake quickly transfers it the other way. Poked into the corner as there's a nice collision along the wall. Uline flips it up just off the glass as we'll get a full change here for the Hornets. 9:13 to go in period number 1. Blake into the zone, quickly reversed though by Annie Keel as she's got some speed into the zone. Shot there broken up as it goes to the corner. Olivia Swaim trying to track it down. Bears looking to fire this one off the glass, but Edina able to keep the zone. Good work here in the offensive end by the Hornets. 8:45 to go in the first. Blake now out through center. Flipped off the glass and tracked down by the Hornets. Haley Maxwell trying to play that one. Strittmatter able to turn that one aside, no problem. Tension's starting to get a little physical here. Side Braemar.
Well, it's a contested hockey game. You know, obviously these two teams squared off a little bit earlier in the season, and you know I don't want to. This is game 2 of what I feel is going to be a best-of-3 series, and you know nobody's going to win a state title here or a section title, but it is important for you to know, you know, where you match up, and you know it doesn't hurt from that perspective.
Good test for both of these teams too as we start to get towards that end of the season marker. Here's a turnover. Daniel with a nice pass over. Backhander rebound, and Strittmatter was able to keep that one out. Excellent effort. Back the other way come the Hornets. Telejungles into the zone. Dropping that one back, but Blake quickly reverses out through center.
Ooh, nice job.
Good move into the zone. Daniel with the shot. Strittmatter makes another good save as the net will come off its moorings here.
Daniel does a great job through the neutral zone here. You'll watch this as she gets closed in on. It's poked away from her, but she just kind of used her shoulder to create major separation. But look at that lane she has to walk in. It's too bad she's a little flat there on that lane. She could have hooked her shoulder a little more and gotten a better shooting angle as there was plenty of ice to be taken there. The Hornets might have gotten away with one there defensively.
So referees will put the net back on the mooring here. We'll get ready to
You like these
resume the
replays
action.
at the MNHockey.tv?
Love
I mean,
them.
come on, they're money.
They're phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So face
Big time
off.
productions here.
Won by the Hornets again. Uline trying to grab a hold of this loose puck. Up along the boards, though. Blake working hard as that's Ellie Morrison. Up to the point, unable to be kept in by Abraham as she'll track it down. 1-0 your score on that goal from Cece Bolby. The power play marker is our only tally of the game so far. Blake now moving through the neutral zone. Good effort here from Madeline Wethington, one of the captains of this Blake team. Swaim, though, out through center for the Hornets. So just play catch and look to regroup. Jungles firing this one deep. Tracked down by Blake in their own end. Jungles keeping it. Excuse me, that's Keel. In there as well for Edina is Sophia Dahl. Back behind the net it goes now. Penalty coming up here. And we'll see if we can catch this one on a replay. It was right in that left corner.
The puck will drop down into the corner, and you'll get a little one-on-one battle to the corner, and there you go. There's a little wrap-up. And as I like to say, we'll go sidewalk slam. And to the box goes Edina's number 13, Cece Bowlby.
So Bowlby, after scoring the power play goal, will have to sit in the box here for 2 on that call. And a big chance for Blake to get a power play goal of their own here. Good work at the point. And pass control now by Adelaide Burton. She will set up in front. Pass again at the point now for the Bears. Davis trying to protect as Stripmatter able to find that puck and make the stop. Back up to the point it comes again. Holding on to it for Blake is Wethington. And cutting inside now. Good defense by Uline. And fired out of there by Katie Davis. As the Edina Hornets faithful love that. Good start to the penalty kill. A minute 20 to go. As Blake will regroup in their own defensive end and now out through center. Izzy Daniel slowing things down. Nice pass at the point. Big slap shot there. That went wide. Off the stick of Wethington. Now she'll get it back again at the point. Blocked, but still loose right in front of Stripmatter. Backhand try blocked by Vivian Jungles.
Nice movement there by the Hornet goaltender. Moving from right to left, keeping the pillows down on the ice, and Edina clears at the length of the ice.
48 seconds to go on the Blake power play now as they'll look to set up once again. But an errant pass back the other way. Telejungles now outnumbered, able to roll the shot onto the goaltender. We'll get a stoppage of play here. 5:17 to go in period number 1.
You know, this is the second straight night that the MNHockey.tv has had a 1 versus 2. Do you know that?
Really?
Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't 1 versus 2 last night. Shoot, that's tomorrow.
1 versus 8.
Day. 1
Still
versus,
pretty good.
Okay, well, this is the first time we've had a 1-8, 1-2. How's that?
2 top 10 matchups.
Okay, fine. No, it just totally ruined it. Hockey Day, Minnesota. What's going to be like 90 below?
That might be what the wind chill feels like.
It's just...
They're going to brave the elements
cursed
out there in Bemidji. Back behind the net now. Pinned up along the wall for Blake was Sam Braz. Now up to the point it comes. Pass over on the skate of Johnson. Looking for that lane. Just caught a piece of the post with the shot. Not much on it, though, as it goes back up to the point. Pass over on the left hash. Shot at the back door. Scores! What a tap in front by Braz. And it's a tie game.
Oh, it's just beautiful work on the power play. They go up top, and you'll see right here, backdoor. They're going to sling it right through a pair of legs, and bam. When you can smack the post with your stick and bury, Sammy Brose comes up with a big goal there, ties it at 1 with 4:37 to go here in the first period. The Blake Bears respond with a PP goal of their own.
So 2 power play goals, 1 for each team, and we're even now, 1 apiece. 4:37 to go here in the first period. Face-off won by the Hornets, but now Blake quickly grabbing a hold of that loose puck. So Brose with the big goal. You can hear the Blake faithful here too. They're out in full force tonight for this 1 versus 2 matchup. Blake will take a hold of this loose puck as they attempt to move it out through center. And now they'll grab a hold of it in their own end. Pass attempted to be connected with Bloom up along the wing. Fired back by the Hornets. Dump off pass here. Taken a hold of by Wethington. Wethington trying to gather that loose change. Quick shot sticked away to the corner by Ava Christie. Under 4 to play here in this first period, all even up at 1 apiece. Blake now attempting to move into the offensive end. Dumped in as they'll get a couple of line changes. Tracked down by Edina's Maxwell. Up along the boards. Poked in deep there by Gwen Hendrickson. Blake quickly back out the other way. Good step up by Swaim to keep the zone. Swaim trying to cut inside. Able to get the shot off. No problem for Christie. Edina controls now again in that right corner. Banked off the glass. But Vivian Jungles doing a good job to keep the zone here as it's right at that blue line. We're at a standstill here right at that left blue line. Now the loose puck finally gathered by the Bears in their own end. Jungles again, sticking that one deep. Jungles with the shot as that one soared wide. Tracking it down for Edina is Annie Keel. But now Blake comes the other way. 2-on-2 into the zone. And a drop pass there from Daniel. Fired down low by Dalianitis. Daniel again working for the Bears. Looking for that open lane. Up to the point it comes. Back to Daniel. Daniel cutting inside. Will try the wraparound. Dalianitis with the shot, and that one just caught a piece of the glove of Stripmatter. But Blake keeps the zone. Here's a shot that's fired off some sticks and into the corner. Vivian Jungles trying to track it down. And Jungles able to escape the zone. Good chance for Blake, though. Stripmatter had to come up with a nice glove save to keep this one tied. Shot there, turned aside again from the goaltender. And Blake plays it out of the zone. Quickly fired back in, though, by Adams. We'll get an offsides call with under 2 to play here in the first. Goals so far for Edina, Cece Bolby, and for Blake, Sam Bros, both on the power play. And we'll see if anyone can break this tie here before we head into the first intermission. Pass tipped in by Lucy Bolby of the Hornets. It'll be thrown to the other side. Back behind the goal now, Blake controls. Good work here from Madeline Wethington. Loose puck taken a hold of by the Hornets. Banked up by Adams. Quickly back into their own end, though, for the Hornets. Lily Hendrickson looking to drop it off to a teammate. Lots of Bears, though, for that puck. Now Edina reverses out the other way. Lucy Bolby into the zone. Wethington trying to track it down here. Met by Annie Keel at the boards. 1 minute to go now in the first. Still 1-1. See if we can get any goals here before we head to the break. Battle for possession here in the far corner. In there for Edina is Cece Bolby, but Blake comes away with that loose puck. Adams fires a shot, not much juice on that one. Hornets, though, able to keep the zone as Adam works right in front of the blue line. Now out through center.
Look at that battle.
Yeah, very good battle for possession there. Hendrickson was in there for the Hornets. And here they come. Adams' pass broken up. Up along the boards now. Grab a hold of that loose puck.
15 to go in the period, Matt.
Stripmatter will just let this one roll by her as Lily Hendrickson plays it for Edina. Into the corner. Burton in there for the Bears. One quick shot fired wide, and that'll do it for the first period of play. A 1-1 score. Great first period, though, Mr. P. Wagner.
Yeah, it was a good first period. It was well played as these two teams kind of exchanged possession and opportunities. A couple of power play markers by each edition. It was Bolby for Edina, Bros for the Blake Bears. There we sit at 1-1 here from Braemar Arena. Number 1 versus number 2, Matt. And, you know, a fast-moving period as we would expect. The one thing that's impressed me the most about the Bears has been their zone entry.
Yeah.
They've been coming in with different looks. They've been bringing some trailers in some instances. They've been driving. They've been kind of using each other along the way. So I think what I'm seeing and liking has been their entry at the blue line. Meanwhile, Edina's done a really nice job peeling the puck off the end boards, getting it up ice quickly, and they had themselves a very quick start. But then things kind of leveled off for them a little bit as the period wore on. And I would say that Blake probably, if you're to give an edge toward the end of the period, had that in what I would say is a wash for a first period.
So we'll be back for period number 2.
We're going to talk here for a minute while we set that up, Matt. So coming up tomorrow, what do we got?
We got Edina Hill Murray. That'll be part of our Hockey Day Minnesota festivities. And that'll be boys hockey action right here at Braemar Arena, and you and Bart will be on the call for that one. So we'll have the 3rd-ranked Hornets and the 13th-ranked Pioneers going at it. So that should be a phenomenal game. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that should be a good one indeed. Last night we had a good one with Eden Prairie and Minnetonka. You know, it's funny because everybody talks about a 4-0 game there. Oh, they were in it.
Absolutely, all the way to the end.
But were they?
You were there. I was not.
No, but what I'm saying is the score was 4-0. Was it indicative of that after 2.5 periods? No. But is that what Minnetonka does to you? Yes. Did they have a defenseman score a hat trick against you? Absolutely. Did those two play? I mean, I'm telling you, I wish the rest of the world good luck with that edition.
They just wear teams down, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I'm going to wear you down now. We're going to take a look at Robert Thomas Homes, part of the Tradition Companies, as we continue our coverage here of Edina High School girls hockey. They are tied with the Blake Bears by a score of 1-1. Griffith, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Robert Thomas Homes. Carol, thanks for joining us between periods here today.
Yes, thank you very much.
So let's start from the very beginning. You know, we've all heard of Robert Thomas Homes, but really, who is Robert Thomas Homes?
Well, Robert Thomas Homes is a locally owned semi-custom home builder. We're based in Lakeville and as a part of the Tradition Corporation. We build homes from the $400,000 to up to $1 million in communities throughout the Twin City metro area. Many of our communities that we're building in right now, Spirit of Branch and Farm in Lakeville, the Harvest in Chaska, Village Preserve Lake Elmo, St. Michael, Creekside Hills in Plymouth, and 21 Oaks in Woodbury.
Well, our viewers can obviously see the incredible drone footage of your Lakeville properties that Robert Thomas Homes have put together. That is an absolute gorgeous. That's got to be a crown jewel of some of the things you've done.
Yes, I expect that this must be Spirit of Branch and Farm, and Spirit of Branch and Farm is a very, very special community. We've been the top-selling community in the Twin Cities for the past 3 years, and there's a wide variety of architectural designs and homes that we offer in addition to miles of parks, a phenomenal community center, and pools. There's just so many great things that neighborhood has to offer.
So let's talk about your target market then. Who do you find is your typical target market for your homes?
We really build in, I'd say, 4 varied collections is what we offer. One collection that's been very popular right now is our cottage or villa collection. It's a single level of association maintained design, and they have a tendency to appeal to that empty nester. Those homes are priced probably from the $400 to about $450 or $550. We build those in Lakeville, as well as we'll have Enclave in Plymouth opening very soon. Another collection that's been popular is our cottage or village collection, which is 2 stories, 1,900 to 3,000 square feet. They seem to be appealing to that first-time buyer. They're priced in the 3s to 5s. We have 2 more, a heritage collection, which is a 2-story, more of a move-up product line, ranging again from 2,600 to 3,400 square feet, and those are priced in the 400 to upper 5s. We offer that product line basically throughout the Twin Cities. And then the Tradition Collection is our larger semi-custom homes that range from anywhere from 2,800 to 6,000 square feet. You'll find features like indoor sport courts, really deluxe baths, bonus rooms, some really nice features. And those homes start in the 500s and build over $1 million.
So the building industry had a big awards gala last month, and you came home with quite a few trophies. It was a successful run. Can you talk on that a little bit?
Sure. It was a record for us.
Wow.
And, from what we understand at the Builders Association of the Twin Cities, the Builders Association of the Twin Cities offers the Reggie Award, which is similar to maybe the movie Oscars. And Robert Thomas was fortunate to win 6 Reggie Awards out of 16 categories. So that was quite a big night for us and a lot of fun.
And then finally, what advice would you give to people who are looking to build a home right now?
Right now, it's an outstanding time to buy. Interest rates are incredibly low. And I think people are surprised when they find out how affordable homes can be. First, I usually tell people, do your research online. Do some research so you can find out what builders are in the areas that you're searching for. Get pre-qualified. We at Robert Thomas work with Tradition Mortgage. Tradition Mortgage offers a really great program for our customers and makes it very seamless. Then definitely visit the builders' communities and model homes. One thing Robert Thomas puts a huge focus on is not just the house. We take a lot of great pride in the homes that we build, but our huge emphasis is on designing communities that are focused on bringing the neighborhood together. So you'll see community centers and exercise rooms, party rooms, green spaces, parks, just really hockey rinks. You'll see all these really great spaces for people to spend time.
Sounds.
And then,
sorry about that. Keep going.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was going to say, and understand what the builder will include, what's included, and you want to make sure that many of those features are sustainable, that they'll last. Work with a company you trust, ask for references, and then enjoy the process. Building a home is your personal space that you're designing, so make sure that you enjoy it.
Can I ask you a quick question on the sustainable comment you made? How do you know what is sustainable or not as far as something that would last? What do you look for in that?
What we look for is a good product, for example, is the exterior siding of a home. In Minnesota, that's a very important aspect. So we use a product by the name of LP SmartSide. LP SmartSide is a Minnesota-made company, but it has a long warranty. In addition, we have a paint on the exterior that's factory finished, so our homeowners don't need to paint the home for at least 20 years or more. So for us, it's something that withstands hail, and so it's something that we don't want people to put, all of this investment into a home and then have to make changes or update it, shortly after moving in. So these are products that they know that they won't have to touch for hopefully 10 years or more.
So that's really incredible advice from Carol Griffith, who's the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Robert Thomas Homes, part of Tradition Companies. Really wonderful outreach that your whole company has done for this tournament and youth sports across the metro area. Thank you for telling us a little bit more about Robert Thomas Homes, and hopefully people will start picking up the phone and calling. You can also be visited at robertthomashomes.com. Anything else you want to add for contact information, Carol?
No, I think visit our website and we'll take it from there.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you.
Got about 4 minutes before the start of the second period here from Braemar Arena as our guy, Dave Buss, works his final rounds with the Zamboni. Edina and Blake tied at 2. I'm going to hand this over to Matt Harrington. He's going to take our production piece and change out the period from first to second.
Back here at Braemar Arena in Edina, we're getting ready for period number 2 between Blake and Edina. A 1-1 score after the first period. Goals so far in this game, a power play goal for CC Bolby was the first goal of the game for the Edina Hornets, and then Blake answered with a goal of their own on their first power play opportunity, and that was Sam Brose with the power play goal. So 1-1 is your score after the first period, and should be in store for a good second period as well. So the teams will switch sides. Ava Christie will come back to this near side end on your right side of the screen, and then of course Ellie Stripmatter will be at the other end for the Hornets. The score is 1-1, and here we go with the second period of play here at Braemar Arena. Hornets into the zone to begin this period. Chopped at here, quickly fired deep by Annie Keel. Along to the other boards it'll come. Olivia Swain battling for the Hornets, but now Blake breaks free out the other way. Dalianitis into the zone. Pass just out of the reach of one of her teammates. And that, of course, being Burton as she tracks it down into the corner. Blake trying to get some early offensive zone time here. Not much on that shot. Quickly broken up by the Hornets as they come out through center ice. Shot in deep, and a quick line change, about 40 seconds there for that top line for the Hornets. Up the boards it'll come. Fired in deep. Played about a minute so far into this second period. Still 1-1 on the score. Battle for possession here along the far boards. Now flung over to the other side. Hornets have possession as they move up the ice. Telejungles holding on to it. Hit there along the boards. Blake will grab the loose puck. Almost broken up by Edina's CC Bolby. Adams will fire this one in off the boards as it'll go to the other side. Annie Keel couldn't track that one down, but some teammates able to help her out. This one fired back into the Blake end. Again, number 1 versus number 2 here at Braemar. The Blake Bears were number 1 last week, but now dropping to number 2, and Edina, of course, number 2 the previous week, up to number 1. So both teams have been going back and forth in the Class AA rankings at 1 and 2. This one will be an icing here against Blake, so we'll send it back into the defensive end for them. Two minutes gone here in the second, still 1-1 on the score. On the face-off for the Bears, it'll be Dalianitis, the leading scorer. And she's got some very impressive numbers. 48 points in 19 games played. I mean, that is about as good as it gets. Impressive stuff from her. Then you've also got some Hornets in there as well with some very solid numbers. CC Bolby has 39 points, but you include her goal tonight, and she's up to 40 on the season. So very impressive numbers for her as well. Blake controlling it here in their own end. Madeline Wethington trying to get that one out, and now moved up ice for Dalianitis. Nice pass over. Here come the Bears. Dalianitis, nice move! And is it in the back of the net? They're celebrating. No goal call yet. And I never saw an official goal here from the officials. Let's watch this one on replay quick. Just at the tail end, they never gave the official goal call, but Blake is celebrating as if they scored. So we'll see how this turns out, and it is a goal. And the Blake Bears have scored. They now lead it 2-1. So an excellent move into the zone by the Blake Bears. And it's a 2-1 game. And a bit of a controversial goal there, as some of the Hornets are clearly not happy with that call. But it is 2-1 Blake. And so they take their first lead of the game. That updated here for you on the scoreboard as well. So 2 minutes and 35 seconds into the period, the Bears get a goal of their own. As you can see, the referees discussing that call at the Edina bench. Took them about a minute or so to make that final call. So Addie Burton gets the goal for the Bears. And officials still over at the Edina bench. So Delianitis getting the primary assist on that one, and she was the one who came into the offensive end with the puck, and then the loose change thrown into the back of the net by Burton. So still discussing at the Edina bench are the officials, and obviously got to be frustrated if you're on the Edina side of things, as it took the officials a long time to make that call, but it will stand, and Blake now leads it for the first time tonight. It's 2-1. So here we go. Edina wins the draw. Now down for the first time in this hockey game, as Wethington will pick it up here for the Bears. Hornets now have control of it in the offensive end. Nice pass up to the point. Madeline Wethington gathering that interception. Now Blake back into the offensive end again. Wethington's shot sailed off the glass. Played back down low once again. Good action here from Edina. Now they come out through the neutral zone. Here they come into the zone. Nice move by Vivian Jungles to get around, as she's hit really hard, and Wethington was the one who got it, and now we're going to have a whistle. And we'll see if there's a penalty resulting because of this. I think both of them are going to go here. Probably going to be a little bit too late to catch that hit, and we are. So both of them are going to go, as it'll be Vivian Jungles for the Hornets and Madeline Wethington. So we'll play, looks like either 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. We'll see what we get here. Looks like it will be 5-on-5. So Wethington and Bowlby will sit on the minor penalties, and we'll get back to action here. 5-on-5 as a face-off here in the Blake end. Both centers will get tossed, and for Blake, that'll be Audrey Wethington on the draw. She wins it back for the Bears. Quickly, though, controlled by Edina back behind their own net. Trying to get that puck out of the zone is Grace Johnson, and now it does exit. So Jungles gets the slash, and then for Wethington, the penalty will be checking. So slash and a check are the calls against Wethington and Bowlby. Tripped up there, and Edina's going to go on the power play here once Blake touches that puck, and they do. And so we will have a power play here for the Hornets. Let's watch this tripping call here. Right at center ice, as Annie Keel took a tumble there, no doubt about that tripping call. So we'll have a 5-on-4 power play here for the Hornets. Big opportunity for them to try and even this game up. So here we go. Hornets on the power play now, as serving that penalty for Blake will be Kylie Gage. This one thrown down the length of the ice as Uline couldn't handle it. This one will be dropped back by Stripmatter and played by Uline, as the Hornets look to move out through center on this power play attempt. Second try of the game. They're 1 for 1 so far. Nice move by Annie Keel to get it over. Now dumped to the corner. Excuse me, that was Cece Bowlby. Now back up to the point it comes. Uline holding on to it. Adams. And back to Uline at the point. Big shot redirected in front. Save there by Christie. And she'll hold on to the rebound. Good stop there from Ava Christie, as we'll watch this one on replay. Shot there from the point by Mallory Uline got redirected. Christie able to track it down, though. Minute 17 to go on this Edina power play, as they win it back again. Adams to Uline, same D-line out there for the Hornets. Uline pass across at the back door, and not getting much on it was Cece Bowlby. She'll slow things down. Bowlby back to Annie Keel, trying to find Katie Davis in front as that one rolls to the corner. Keel with it again, moving it back up to the point. Uline back over. Holding on to it in the slot is Cece Bowlby trying to get around that Blake defender. And now the Bears finally able to clear it down the ice. Good work by the penalty killing unit there. 33 seconds remain on that power play for the Bears, or excuse me, for the Hornets. Into the zone they come now, and Adams is tripped up there. Another penalty coming, but wait, here's a chance for the Hornets. It's fired wide by Annie Keel. 20 seconds to go now on the power play, but they'll be right back on it. And so we'll get the tripping call, and the Hornets will have a 5-on-3 opportunity here for 16 seconds. And then they'll have some more power play time after that. So we'll get that graphic updated for you. So 5-on-3 for 16 seconds. And then a power play for the Hornets again. Dalianitis, Madeline Wethington. And it looks like Burton out there for Blake as the 3 penalty killers. Off the draw, Hornets win it. Jungles moving it back. Vivian Jungles again. Here's the wrist shot, sticked aside. Davis holding on to it in the corner. Moves it back up top. The wrist shot blocked nicely there from Adeline Burton. Back to a 5-on-4 now. Here's Vivian Jungles with the wrister rolling around in front. Christie trying to gather the loose change. And that one was blown dead by the officials after Edina got the shot. Let's watch it on replay here. Vivian Jungles originating that chance in the slot there. So still a power play for another minute 39 here for the Hornets. We'll regroup things here. On the draw will be Annie Keel for Edina, and for Blake it'll be Lily Dalianitis, but she's tossed from the draw. Back. Good to have you back, Pete.
Yeah, talk about some drama here. I mean, it is crazy.
Hornets with it still on the power play. Quick shot. That one got redirected wide. Tracked down by Vivian Jungles. Jungles holding on to this one, trying to get that shot off. Broken up. As
nice vision.
Moves it up. Uline will play it here for the Hornets. A minute 15 to go on their 3rd power play try of the game. 1 for 2 tonight. Stripminer will stick this one to the corner. Good forecheck, though, from the Blake penalty kill. Now down to a minute on that Edina power play. As here they come up through center. Annie Keel with it on the right side. Drop pass with the slap shot. That missed the net.
The 1T.
Keel again, trying to find it on her tape, but not out. Vivian Jungles, that shot's blocked. Holding on to it again are the Hornets.
Nice feed to the corner there.
On it now is Annie Keel, spinning away from the pressure there. That's Julia Bloom. Up to the point it comes again. Here's the shot. That one missed as well. Davis will let a teammate get this one. 25 to go on the power play here. And now fired down by Wethington. So that'll kill off some more time. Stripminer will leave it back behind the goal. One last chance for Edina on this power play as they come up through center. Good speed. Pass over broken up. Gwen Hendrickson finding the loose change. Hendrickson being pressured. Gets the pass off. Adams with the shot. Rebound. Cleared out of there by Blake. And now back at full strength, here they come. Pass just out of the reach of Daniel as she tracks it down. Daniel into the zone. Trying to put on the moves, but this one will just roll to the goaltender Stripminer. So we get a stoppage of play here with 9:09. Blake able to kill off the 5-on-3 and the power play. Couple of power plays there for Edina.
You know, the power play for Edina moves it around very well. And for Blake, we'll see if they can be energized off of that 5-on-3 kill.
Hornets tracking it down here in their own end. Here they come out through center. Nice tape-to-tape pass as they glide across the blue line. They just managed to stay onside. Annie Keel whacking at it here along the boards. Olivia Swaim in there as well for the Hornets, but they keep it at the point. Shot blocked in front. Blake sends it to the other side. Davis trying to fight it on her tape. Now Swaim with it in the corner. Swaim hit along the boards. And now Burton comes out through center. She's got one of the goals for Blake so far today, as they lead it 2-1. First goal, of course, coming from Sam Brose on the power play. Oh, look at this move here by Annie Keel. Shot, though, was blocked, and that was an extremely nice move from Annie Keel. Edina flipping this one into the offensive zone, where it'll be played by Madeline Wethington, the captain of this Blake team. Wethington's pass connects. Rolling around, though. Loose puck picked up by the Hornets. Wethington has it again. Now Edina back the other way. Off some skates at center. Fresh off the ice are some new Blake Bears as they flip it deep. 7:40 to go here in period number 2. Blake leading 2-1. Edina playing catch in their own end, looking for some up ice movement. This one flipped too far down, and it'll be an icing call here against the Hornets. 7:28 to go now in the second. Been a great game, though, so far.
Two well-matched clubs going at it. You know, the crisp pace and the intensity has been really good between these two teams here tonight. And, you know, the Blake Bears and the Edina Hornets know each other well. And since Blake has gone double-A, look at that, they're going to spring a player on the left wing side. Here they go.
Here come the Hornets. The shot broken up. Penalty coming against Blake. And we'll see what the referee calls this one here. It's a trip, as in alone there for the Hornets was Tella Jungles. Had the chance, and you mentioned the springing the pass forward, but Jungles takes a tumble, and that'll be a power play here for Edina.
Well, it's all about the footwork at Jungles to get out of the zone, and that created all sorts of room and trouble. And the Blake defense does a nice job to cut that one off. It's Grace Johnson. She was in the sin bin last time when Edina scored early on in the first period. Had been kind of shut down here.
Third power play of the period for the Edina Hornets, but unable to convert on the first two opportunities as Jungles able to move that pass across the line, now into the zone. Hornets trying to track this one down along the boards. Uline comes up with it. Uline with a quick wrister, and Christie holds on to it for the whistle. We'll watch this one on replay here. Uline gathered that loose change in the corner and came right across at the top of the circle there to get that shot off. So another face-off in the Edina offensive end here. 1:40 to go on their power play, though. This time Blake wins the draw. Annie Keel, though, passing it off for Cece Bowlby. Bowlby back to the point. Held on to by Uline. Back to Bowlby. Loose stick in front as one of the Blake defenders had that whacked out of there. And now Blake flipping it down the other end. Hustling after it is Madison Tix as she goes hard into the corner. Fans wanting a penalty there as the tension's really starting to heat up here. The Edina student section is really into this one, I'll tell you that much.
Dialed in.
Bowlby passes it off for Keel in the left corner. Keel back up top. Uline holding on to it. Shot through traffic, missed the net. Katie Davis moving it back over. And pass intended for Uline broken up. And Uline cuts off the seam there. Now Blake flipping it deep here on the penalty kill. 35 to go. And 5:50 to go in period number 2. Still 2-1 in favor of Blake. Giveaway at center taken, and it might be a shorthanded break. Look at these moves. But Strittmatter makes the glove save. Boy, if that would have gone in, that could have been a Sports Center top 10 highlight there.
Yeah, and we could add another one, another 50, 100,000 views, you know? I mean,
look at these moves. Just impressive stuff there. So face-off in the offensive end here for Blake on the penalty kill. But Edina wins the draw. 18 seconds on the power play. One last chance to set things up. Here they come into the zone. Good work inside, shot there, turn aside from Christie, off the stick of Adams. Edina at the point again with it. 2 seconds to go on the power play. Shot from the point. Christie caught a piece of it as it goes to the corner. Up top again are the Hornets, firing this one down low for Telejungles. Pass intended for Gwen Hendrickson out front. Hendrickson digging to find that puck, but taken away by the Bears. Edina able to briefly keep the zone, but Wethington pokes it forward. And here comes Blake into the zone. Dump off pass here for Izzy Daniel into the corner. Pinned along the wall. Adams in there as well for the Hornets. Under 5 to play here in the second. Evelyn Adams will control it for Edina, looking for an outlet pass. Adams flips this one deep. It'll be tracked down by Madeline Wethington. And a long pass too far, so this one will be an icing call against Blake, so we'll send it back down to the other end. 4:22 to go here in period number 2. Goals so far in this game for Edina. They struck first with the goal from Cece Bolby. And then for Blake, it was Sam Brose and then Addie Burton. Off the draw, Blake will control it in their own end. Filtered back deep by Audrey Wethington. But Edina's got a hold of the puck here. Olivia Swaim moves it up to the point. Shot trickled wide. Katie Davis trying to find it, but Blake holding on to it back behind the goal. Now here they come out through center. Nice pass up ahead by Sam Brose. And now deep for the Hornets, or excuse me, for the Blake Bears. Centering feed, Stripmatter had to kick out the pad there to make that
through
stop.
the pillow.
Excellent stop from Ellie Stripmatter, one of her best of the night. Back down low to go again as Davis couldn't control the loose puck. Penalty coming up here. And we'll see what the referee calls it, a cross check. And the Hornets are going to go to the box. I believe that's going to be Sophia Dahl going to the box on the cross check. And yeah, no doubt about that one. Looking at it on replay. So Dahl will sit for 2, and Blake's got a chance to get an insurance goal here before the end of the second period. Now comes back up to Wethington at the point, moving it down low. Dalianitis back for Madison Tix. Moving it now over to the boards for Izzy Daniel. Wethington over. Here's the shot, and Stripmatter able to read it all the way through the traffic in front. She makes the important stop. 3:15 to go now in the period. So we watch this one on replay. Nice passing there from Blake on this power play chance. Again, into the zone. Here's a quick shot. Rolling up in the air, and the loose puck finally taken a hold of now by the Hornets. Not out, though. Good keep by Wethington at the line. Pass broken up in front by the Hornets. Good keep. Daniel moves it over. Wethington at the point. Looking to tee it up. Daniel with the pass over. Intended for Dalianitis. Now, here come the Hornets the other way. Into the zone. Pressured off along the wall there. For Edina was Telejungles. Blake comes the other way now. 1:05 to go on their power play. Wethington dropping it back. Nice pass across. In the slot, broken up. Wethington holds on to it again here for Blake. Dalianitis sends it down low, intended for Tix. Holding on to it now again are the Blake Bears as this one's dumped deep by Burton. Couple of line changes at the defense pairing here for Blake. 33 to go on their power play. Loose puck in front of the slot. Grabbed a hold of here, and Stripmatter able to turn it aside. Great chance in front there by Lily Dalianitis. 22 seconds, another try. And Stripmatter able to hold on to it. Looked like she was going to let that rebound loose there for
I'll tell you what, the Hornets they owe Strittmatter a huge thank you.
They absolutely do. You can see Strittmatter with no rebound on that, able to hold on to it here for the whistle. 18 to go on the power play for the Blake Bears. Down low in the Edina end. Lily Hendrickson trying to corral it as she's able to fire this one past that glove. 5 seconds to go. Almost intercepted by the Hornets. Now it is. Into the zone, here they come. Big slap shot from Annie Keel. That trickles wide. Now Hornets back at full strength. Pass up ice intended for number 17 for Blake, Ellie Morrison, but Edina is offsides. So a stoppage of play here. Just over a minute to go in period number 2. We'll be back here again tomorrow night at Braemar Arena, this time for some Edina boys action. Hill Murray against the Hornets. Should be a good game. That's going to
be a good one for sure. They're playing right now.
Yeah, a rare back-to-back. You don't see that all too often.
Of course.
And see if we can get you a score update here soon. But meanwhile, the Hornets girls team with it here in their own end. Or excuse me, the offensive end. Broken up, though, by Daniel. Pass off the stick of Burton. As we have now under a minute to play in the second. 2-1 lead for Blake. Tape to tape it comes. Big wrister blocked. Rolling around in front. Cleared to the corner by Blake. It was Isabel Meyer with the clear. Boy, Burton putting on the Jets here to track down that loose puck. As it goes to the corner. Lily Hendrickson pinning her along the wall. Hendrickson trying to dig it out. Burton has it on her stick. 26 to go in the period. Burton still pinned along the wall. And move back to the point. Big wind up through traffic. Missed the net. Olivia Swaim gathering the puck. Now Edina back out the other way. Across the blue line they come. Rister missed the net past Christie. Off the glass, out through center. And here comes Blake the other way. Kylie Gage into the zone. Gage pokes it deep as Uline will attempt to track it down. That'll do it for the second period of play. It's the Blake Bears who get the lone goal of the period. And that one, of course, coming from Addie Burton. A little bit of a controversial goal, but that's where we stand after 2 periods, Pete.
Well, you know, when that goal was scored, it was more of a matter of, okay, what happened here and what was the problem? You know, and they had a little bit of a discussion downstairs about it, and next thing you know, we say, okay, well, off we go, it's a goal. Edina had a chance to make that right, as they, once again, were in a position to have a 5-on-3. The power play clicks early on in this hockey game, and you know, here we sit now.
Yeah, that Edina power play has been pretty good all year long, but they struggled in that second period. They had 3 opportunities but couldn't convert on any of them. So that'll do it for the second period of play, and should be in, though, for a good third period. Of course, the score reading 2-1 in favor of Blake.
Tonight's coverage presented by Tradition Companies. That's traditionco.com. They have 7 different divisions, from Tradition's Homes by Tradition to Robert Thomas Homes, which you saw in the first period, Tradition Mortgage, Tradition Wealth Management, Tradition Capital Bank. There's also golf courses, plenty of things that they're involved with. Let's take a look now with Eric Hendrickson, a part of the Edina Hockey Association, and also a couple of daughters out here with the Edina Girls High School Hockey Team, talking a lot about all the great things they're doing in the community.
Really, you know, I've been in the mortgage banking business really ever since I got out of college, and you know, it became really apparent to me early that, to me, I really want to work with my family and friends and just people that were close to me. So really, when we started Tradition back in '98, the whole business model was, you know, really doing business with your friends and family and members of the community. So supporting youth athletics is just kind of a natural outflow of that. Certainly for me, you know, I've been fortunate that I've been able to grow up playing sports, you know, my entire, you know, youth, high school, and college career. So to me, it's just fun to be able to continue to be involved. You know, for me, it's just, again, feeling like you're a big part of the community. You know, it's kind of moving forward a little bit. You know, and I've benefited from, you know, being given the opportunity to play sports and do all the things I wanted to do when I was younger. So to be able to be in a position to contribute back is great. And Edina has been my home for the last 20 years. So especially these youth activities and tournaments that are going on in Edina really is it's pretty special for me to be able to help out. From a community standpoint, I think certainly supporting the high school holiday tournament, it's great. There's a lot of history there. Growing up in Minnesota and playing high school sports, it was always really a special treat when we got to cross the river and come up and play Edina. Look forward to trying to beat them. Oftentimes we were unsuccessful. Every once in a while we snuck out a victory, but just to be in the Braemar Arena and be part of that experience and see the tradition, signs up in there and be part of that, it's pretty cool. So certainly for me, sponsoring the high school holiday tournament is great. But beyond that, also being the lead sponsor of the Edina Youth Hockey Association is a really big deal, with it being, really known as the largest and most successful, youth hockey association in the nation. To be a big supporter of that is really it's a special deal.
So now, what's you got a squad working out back here?
Yeah, this is the elite U15A Green Edina squad. One of the best youth girls hockey teams in the nation. Perennial powerhouse.
And you're the coach. You're part of it.
Years. Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to be involved with the U15 level for the last 6 years. I've had a chance to coach my 3 daughters, one of which has moved on to college. He's playing at Middlebury College out in Vermont, and then I have twin sophomore girls that are playing for the high school team this year. So it's been a special experience, but it's a great age, great coaches, despite them shooting pucks at me. It's a great level. You really get a chance to see some great players, and really the U15 team has become a feeder system for not only Edina varsity, but several of the private schools around. So just really a fun chance to get to coach some great kids.
I'm Callie Funk. I'm the program director for the Herb Brooks Foundation, and I've been with the foundation since January of 2017, so a little over a year and a half. I think that Herb Brooks would be very proud of the program. He always talked about building it from the ground up, and I think that's exactly what we're doing here. We're having youth participate, and they can start whenever they'd like, and we're not trying to make that pyramid. We're trying to just keep the base growing all the way up, and I think he'd really be proud of what we're doing here.
The Herb Brooks Foundation started the Rink Rat program over 10 years ago to give the kids a chance to play the game my dad loves so much. Our Rink Rat program is supposed to be fun. Gotta smile. Remember, it's just a game. Get out and exercise. Play all year round. Play on the ice. Play in your driveway. Play at school. We just hope that you love the game.
So we really try to emphasize the importance of Herb Brooks and the 1980 Miracle team within our program. Herb Brooks stood for a lot of different valuable life lessons, and so we really want to instill the importance of positivity, teamwork, and really coming together as a team in order to meet one common goal.
The Herb Brooks Foundation started the Rink Rat program over 10 years ago. We started it to really keep my dad's legacy alive with children. His philosophy always was to give the game back to the kids and learn to love the game the way he grew up playing, and that was with his buddies out on Lake Phelan, playing street hockey, just those pickup games. And we wanted to have that atmosphere built in for these young children instead of structured association hockey. We wanted to get the kids back playing. At the end of the Rink Rat session, we hope kids take away from the program, number one, friends. I hope they made friends and had fun. And we hope they have a true love for the game, the way that we love the game. We have had several kids go on to play association hockey from our inner city Rink Rat programs. We've educated parents on how to enroll their kids in association hockey. Some of them didn't even know there was such a thing.
So we currently are mostly involved in Minneapolis, and that's all areas of Minneapolis. We have a couple schools in North Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, Northeast, and in St. Paul. Last winter we were working out of Phelan, Harding, and the new Tria rink in St. Paul. So we really try to cover a broad area so that we can include as many kids as possible. So the best way I think to reach out and get involved would be to visit our website, herbrooksfoundation.com. You can find all of our information about the Rink Rats programs, any clinics we have in the spring or summer or fall. You can also find contact information for the foundation, as well as many different links to pictures, events such as the Sticks in Stillwater, the golf tournament, Let's Play Hockey Expo, and there's also a good following for our volunteer base as well.
Back here for the third and final period at Braemar Arena alongside Pete Wagner. I'm Matt Harrington. Pete, should be a good third period of play.
Well, anything goes here, and I saw the Edina coaching staff took their positions on the bench quickly, and I'm sure their message was heard of what they need to do in this period, and we'll take a look and see what both these teams have in store. Blake, of course, moving from left to right across your screen. Edina in their traditional white, green, and gold sweaters, moving from right to left.
And this is an Edina team that has not been in this position often, where they're down by a goal entering the third period. Only 2 home losses on the year. They lost to Breck as part of that Walser Invitational Tournament. They took third place in that, and then a couple of weeks ago, they lost to Blaine at home, a late goal there, 5-4 the final. So definitely not a position Edina is used to being in as they move it up the ice here. U-line to Davis across the line. And Davis tripped up. Fans wanting a penalty. No call. Vivian Jungles firing that one. Look out. That one rolled off the stick in front. And it was a loose stick right in front of Ava Christie there. Shot blocked in front. Jungles lays the gloves down to keep that puck in. Fired down low. About a minute played so far in this third period. Edina looking to even this game up. To the corner it goes. Swaim will poke it deep.
You know, Edina with a nice start to this period as they get the puck deep, and forecheck forces the first shift for the Bears to be a dump in and change on the fly. Jungles will take over from the corner as she looks up ice. Had to turn back in behind her net.
Jungles will move it back over to her defense partner, Cece Bowlby, and now looking to move up ice are the Hornets. Quickly, though, broken up by the Bears. U-line, look out, big hit there.
3-car pile up in the neutral zone.
Penalty coming up, it's a check. We'll take a look at this one on replay.
Well, you see them converge here in the neutral zone. There we go. Here it comes up toward the top of your screen. And down we go. Another Blake penalty. This time to the sin bin goes Kylie Gage.
Yeah, that's certainly something that Blake needs to keep an eye on here in the third period are the penalties. They gave up a lot in that second period, and now they're going to have to start out here early in the third on the penalty kill. So they've got the chicken dance music going here at Braemar Arena.
You know what reminds me of All-Star Wrestling from the late 70s,
yeah,
early 80s? They used to run this polka album.
Here's a shot save there from Christie.
And you better believe that was right in the middle of it.
We'll take a look at this one on replay. Quick shot from that Edina power play unit. Just 12 seconds in, we get the whistle. Face-off won back by the Bears as they attempt to clear this puck down the ice. Finally poked free past the blue line and now dumped in by the Bears. Evelyn Adams will track it down here for Edina. She'll wait for some help. Minute 29 to go on the power play. Adams moving it over for Lily Hendrickson. Blake fans wanting an interference call there. Nothing will be called, though. They're not going to get it. U-line unable to keep the zone as she'll regroup at center. U-line, nice pass intended for Katie Davis, just rolled off the tape. Minute 5 on the power play. U-line, nice speed around that right wing to push it to the corner. U-line still down low here. And there to help her out is Annie Keel, trying to jam it at the doorstep. In the slot, Vivian Jungles had it right in her skates. Just couldn't find it on the stick. And that'll be cleared down the length of the ice. 14:10 to go in the third, and 33 seconds about on that power play here for the Hornets. Jungles ahead for Annie Keel. Keel spinning away from the pressure. Finding U-line at the point. That shot blocked as it went wide. Keel trying to jam it in. Bears attempting to clear it here off the glass. And now fired down the length of the ice by Dalianitis. 13 seconds on that Edina power play. U-line pass up ahead for Vivian Jungles. Jungles Lost a tire there, but quickly back up to the ice. Blake at full strength now. Dahl at the point. That shot missed well wide. Fired off the glass, but not out, and now the Bears able to move through center. Edina, though, quickly back the other way. Katie Davis, nice pass across. Bowlby trying to find it. Just lost it. Puck sitting right at that blue line as Blake moves it into the offensive zone.
Nice job to play that ahead by Dahl.
Cece Bowlby now with it for the Hornets. Nice moves. Falls to the ice. No penalty coming. Hornets trying to whack at that loose puck in front of the goal as it's quickly taken a hold of here by Madeline Wethington.
The Hornets have had a really nice start to this period. It's very purposeful, and they're sticking the puck back in deep and getting after it here on the forecheck. It's been really good.
This one will go down back into the Edina end. Icing call here against the Bears, so we'll send it back the other way.
You know, one of the things that Blake Bears can do here is they tend to hold serve. You know, you can kind of give them a little bit of a surge and some pressure, and they kind of find their game. They don't panic. They're veteran, and they know what they're doing, and before they know it, they can turn the tide right back at you. So I think the ebbs and flows of this game are going to continue to roll here through the third period.
Edina looking for that loose puck along the boards here. Blake has it, though, back behind their end. The Edina student section, you can hear them all the way over here, even though they're on the other side of the rink. Delayed penalty coming up against Blake.
Man, there's been a lot on the Blake Bears here tonight.
Yes, there has. And
I'm sure Sean Reed has to say, goodness gracious, what is it going to take?
I believe this will be the 6th power play of the game for the Hornets. And they scored on the first one, but haven't scored since.
Yep.
So we'll get things squared away. As you can see, believe that's Madeline Wethington discussing with the officials right at center ice there. I've had to put that PP for the power play on the screen here quite a few times for Edina. Second power play opportunity of the period for the Hornets. Still a 2-1 lead, they trail. And then Burton goes to the box. Edina grabbing it in their own end. Evelyn Adams. Adams with it now for the Hornets. Jostling for possession there is Dalianitis for Blake. The leading scorer, she's got 48 points on the year. That is far and away the lead on this Blake team. Adams into the corner. To put that in perspective, Cece Bowlby still has 8 less points, and she's the leading scorer for the Hornets. Lily Hendrickson, pass broken up at center. Hornets, though, quickly grab a hold of it. Nice pass by Gwen Hendrickson up to her sister Lily. And across the line. Broken up by Blake as they backhanded down low. 1:05 to go on the Edina power play. Uline passing it up for Annie Keel, or excuse me, Cece Bowlby. Uline grabbing it now for Edina. 50 seconds on that power play. Could certainly use one here, down 2-1.
Absolutely.
Davis tried to cut inside, left it for a teammate. Back up to the point. Uline trying to find Keel on the back door. That one just missed the tape. Back up to the point. Uline waiting. Over to the right wing. Here's a quick shot. Up in the air as it goes back behind the goal. Hornets still holding on to it here in the offensive end. Vivian Jungles moving it down low. Nice pass. Jungles went down on her knees to try and get that pass. Here comes Blake the other way. Big wind up there. That one missed strip Motter wide. Another wind up sent wide again. Vivian Jungles grabs the loose puck.
Audrey Wethington was sent into the rail there after she let that second shot go that missed the mark. Kind of stood her up.
Blake escapes on the
penalty
look at the dangle again. Cutting inside. Good save there as it went back behind the net. Physical play starting to
battle off the end wall.
The physical play starting to ramp up here too, especially in those corners and along the boards. 9:53 to go in period number 3. Broken twig. I thought that was the puck at first, but broken stick down on the ice. Here comes Blake into the zone. Good work by Jungles to block that pass and play it along the boards. Jungles up ahead. Annie Keel with it for the Hornets. Loose puck gathered in. Leonidas shot turned aside. Annie Keel with it now for the Hornets. Stuck in their own end. Fanned on the pass. Sophia Dahl now for Edina. Up the wing. Dahl trying to grab a hold of it here as she was tied up. Back into the Hornet end. 9:12 to go in the third. Vivian Jungles flips it back for Sophia Dahl. And a pass up ahead for Roberts connects. Roberts back for Jungles for the Hornets. And Vivian Jungles dumps it in. Comes off for the line change. All kinds of broken sticks and laying around.
The yard sale here at Braemar Arena.
Here comes Blake back into the zone with speed.
Ooh.
Nice move, but just ran out of real estate there. And that was Burton, who has been in the box a couple of times tonight for the Bears. Now Adams with a nice pass up ahead. Gwen Hendrickson dumping this one deep past the Blake defense. She'll track it down in the corner, but Blake coming up with that loose puck. Up along the boards now. Here come the Bears. Nice move. Blocked in front, though, by the Hornets. Cece Bowlby had that puck stripped out of her hands. Evelyn Adams trying to bank it out. Not much on it. Quick shot from the Bears, redirected just wide as that one went off the stick of Tix. Another loose puck rolling around in front of the goals. It goes to the corner. Now Roberts forced to just dump this one all the way down for the icing. But Blake getting quite a few chances here at this end.
Well, yeah, and that was really started with the Maddie Wethington rush up the left wing side, pulled the defender over for the screen, hit the leg, so couldn't get that one through. And then they continued to apply the pressure here. Sean Reed now talking things over with the officials, wants a couple things clarified, and we'll wait till this conversation comes to a close, and we'll drop the puck here to the left of the Edina goal.
Indeed, we shall. It'll be Bros and Bowlby on the face-off for their respective teams. As Edina's able to win it back. Uline attempting to feed her teammate Lucy Bowlby right up the boards, but Blake read that one nicely. Now with it for the Bears is Bros.
Ooh.
Oh, look out. Takedown there. Penalty's going to be coming here against the Hornets.
Wow, look at that. Right after the conversation. Suddenly, there's a penalty. No, that would have been called either way.
Yeah.
I'm just being funny, but
I agree.
Yeah, no question.
So a power play, but instead of the Hornets going on the power play, it'll be the Blake Bears with a chance to get an insurance goal here. 2-1 your score.
Key moment here for Edina. Need to kill this off, and a big moment for Blake looking for the policy.
So the tripping is the official call against Edina's Lucy Bowlby. Blake looking to move it up ice now. Just about 15 seconds already passed on their power play. Into the zone they come. Around the outside is Leonidas. Moves it back up top. Shot there from the point. Rolling around in front. Look out. That one through the legs on the no-look backhander in front, but Stripmont are able to turn it aside. Now up the boards.
Hey, your goaltender has to be your best PK, and I'll tell you that's a cliche, but it's the truth. It's all the truth.
Uline attempted clear, kept in by Burton, but that puck taken away by the Hornets. Bowlby back to Vivian Jungles. About halfway done with this penalty kill are the Hornets. This one will go back, and Ava Christie will play it. You know, you look at this Blake roster, and they've got just a ton of players that are still underclassmen on this team. You've got a couple of 8th graders on there,
intense.
sophomores, and it's going to be a team that's good for many years coming up here at Blake. Shot right on. Stripmatter trying to find the loose puck in front, and she'll lunge out to make that stop.
Again, nothing doing there as she dives ahead. Ellie Stripmatter once again just gathers in the loose change and says nothing for you.
She has been phenomenal all night long, despite the fact that her team trails in this one 2-1. Off the draw, Hornets win it back. 30 seconds on their power play. Lily Hendrickson backhanding this one up through center. quickly corralled by the Bears. Nice pass across center. In over the line they come. Pass intended for number 17, Ellie Morrison, in front. Bears, though, keep the zone. Morrison chopping at it right on the tape of Lily Hendrickson, who will throw this one down the ice, and that'll pretty much do it for the Blake power play. Back to full strength now are the Hornets. Time winding down, though. 5:30 to go in this game. Great student section here at the Edina end, and we've got a pretty good chunk of Blake students over there as well. This one dumped in deep here by Abraham as she tracks it down against Lily Hendrickson. Now with it is Annie Keel up the boards. Hornets able to move it up. Katie Davis trying to get around the defense. Davis working in there, gathering that loose puck. Pushed down into the Edina end where it will be played here by Sophia Dahl. Dahl's pass up ahead for Davis. Along the board she works. Blake quickly reversing, flipping that one high into the air and into the corner. Dahl with it, playing it up the boards now. Lucy Bowlby connects up the ice here with Tella Jungles. Jungles with some speed into the corner. 4:28 to go in the third period. 2-1 lead for the Blake Bears. Bears looking to move this one out now. Burton just couldn't handle it on the stick, and so this will be an icing against Blake with 4:15 to go in period number 3.
It's kind of getting down to crunch time.
It is.
I mean, it's you get through the early push to start the period that Blake weathers. A couple of power plays both ways, and now it comes down to a bounce here or there. I mean, again, this is just absolutely nail-biting time for these two teams.
Face-off. Look out. Good save there from Christie. I don't think she was expecting that as her own team won the draw, but just shoved it right in front. She was able to keep it out.
It was a one-goal game at the Blake Ice Arena, if you recall, way back on November 13th, almost a year ago, it seems.
Yeah.
That was, of course, Edina with the win.
Season has flown by. Now Blake looking to pick up a win on Edina turf here tonight. They're up 2-1, but this Hornets team is not going to go away. Still a lot of time left, 3:40 to go in this game. Vivian Jungles now with the pass up ahead as this one's flipped in deep. Tracking it down is the speedy Katie Davis. Davis reverses back down low again. Played to the corner. 3:24 to go. In there as well for the Hornets is Cece Bowlby. Blake desperately digging to try and get this one out of their own end. Hornets still working in the corner though with it. This one thrown back behind the goal. Attempted feed by Davis. Bowlby and back up to the left wing. Jungles moving it back on that left side. Shot is blocked, and that'll roll out through center as Vivian Jungles corrals it here for the Hornets. 2:50 to go. Jungles tempted to be dropped in.
What in the world
there.
is going on?
I have no idea. Not sure if something was going on with the clock there, but we're back to action as Mallory Uline controls it here for the Hornets with speed on the right side. Uline lost the handle as it's taken care of here by the Blake Bears. Good keep by Tella Jungles at the point. Working down low to grab that loose puck. Up the boards now. Uline with a rocket from the point. Oh, look out. I think that hit the post.
Rang the dinner bell.
Hornets firing it deep as Swaim just able to keep the line. 2:05. We'll keep an eye on Strip Mater here as we're starting to get to that time. Adams wind up from the point. That one goes wide. Poking at it there was the Edina defense, but this one will escape through center. Bears on it, flipping it deep. 1:45 to go. Along with it for Edina on the boards is Annie Keel, now flipped up ice. Nice tape-to-tape pass for Tella Jungles. Into the zone. This one sticked aside by Christie. Jungles digging for that loose puck. Minute 30 now to go as this one's flipped like out of play. If we were in the pros, that would be a penalty for delay of game.
Yeah, the fans want the NHL delay. They're not going to get it.
No.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. They're so incensed.
We had that happen last night at the St. Louis Park Rec Center a couple times with the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights and the Lakeville North Panthers. Looks like we're going to have a timeout called here, and I believe against the Hornets, and it will be. So a chance to discuss things over, and we'll see if Strip Monitor decides to come to the bench permanently here.
Well, I'm old school with the goaltender poll. I think a lot of, I like possession here, and, in today's game, they're pulling goalies a la Patrick Waugh with 2 minutes left or 3 minutes left, and they're going to take the goalie now. Basically, you're gambling on possession. You still have plenty of time. If you don't get possession, they chip the glass, they win a battle at center. When you're saying, okay, win the battle time, that's what everybody does, but, man, Matt, I'm a big believer of, you know what, you've been kind of leaning on him 5-on-5. You don't need to, Jacques Lemaire used to go in at under a minute.
Yeah.
And I've been told he's the second best coach in the history of the NHL by a very strong Hall of Famer. That's won total of 6 cups.
Yeah.
As a player and coach or GM. So, but anyway, that's how we're doing it these days. And so the face-off is just tantamount, critical.
Yeah, and I was going to say it seems like, especially in the past few years, not only at the pro level, but at the college and high school level, we're seeing goaltenders who get pulled very early. And this is one of those scenarios.
Really early, Matty.
And 1:28 still to go on the clock. But, again, you risk losing that face-off. Blake can clear it down, and, this game could be over in 10 seconds. So we'll see if the risk pays off for the Hornets. But pretty big crowd here at Braemar Arena tonight.
It's a nice crowd here tonight. It made me think, man, wouldn't it be great to have the suction finals here?
Oh, indeed it would be. So we're getting down to crunch time, 1:28 to go. 6 skaters on the ice now as Strip Monitor comes to the bench for the Hornets. And here we go. Off the draw, Edina able to get possession here along the left wing boards. Hit along the wall. Edina students want to call there. Nothing will happen. Kept in at the point. Uline lost the handle. This one will roll down, but it'll go wide of the goal. So a chance to breathe. Icing call here.
Still
Blake,
over a minute to play, too, Matt. 1:11 on the clock.
Yep. And Blake didn't like that call either. They thought that it didn't have enough gas on it, but it will be an icing. So another offensive zone draw here for Edina. Annie Keel, the senior, will take it for the Hornets. And able to win it, but not grab possession was Uline, and so Edina will have to settle things here in the neutral zone momentarily. Bowlby trying to find it. Blake controls. Under a minute now to play. Flown off an Edina body, and Katie Davis will have it now for the Hornets. Pass tipped in by Jungles. That'll push it to the corner. Clearing attempt held in by Vivian Jungles at the wall. She's pushed around here by some Blake Bears. Uline with a drive, and now that one missed the net.
35 to go here in the period.
Blake able to push it out through the neutral zone again. Edina controls. Uline. His pass was broken up. Back into the Edina end as Vivian Jungles plays it. Blake had to just tag up for that offsides. 20 seconds to go. Vivian Jungles, Katie Davis, and Annie Keel playing catch here. Pass broken up by, looked like Lily Dalianitis at center. One last push, 5 seconds to go here. Quick shot there, fired wide of the goal, and that will do it. The Blake Bears get a big win here over the top-ranked Edina Hornets. A 2-1 final, and a couple of early goals for Blake, and they get it done here on Hornet turf, Pete. What a win for the Bears.
Isn't that fitting here? You got two teams that have already played once, 1 and 2. They were 1 and 2 back earlier in the year in November. It's a 1-goal game, and it's a 1-goal game right here.
So the Blake Bears get it done by a final of 2-1.
We lost our feed for a second there.
Nope,
now
there
we're back.
go. Final score, though, again, Pete, 2-1. Blake gets it done, and Edina will look to respond here in their next couple of contests. I know you have the schedule.
Indeed, they will. They've got Hopkins Park, I believe, on Tuesday. There's your sheet right over there if you want to look. But,
oh, yep.
The season's coming down to the wire here for these teams, and now is a time where you have to pick it up and come out and play the best game you possibly can.
And as you mentioned too, Pete, that a third matchup for these teams could very well happen in the section tournament, and we're assuming, it'll be a 1-2 kind of thing. A couple of other good teams in that section, but I think far and away these are the two best teams in the section by far, probably in the state as well. But a good battle here tonight. Blake gets it done. And that'll wrap it up here on mnhockey.tv. For our great crew, Will Vanderbilt on camera, and of course Pete Wagner, I'm Matt Harrington.
Intermittently on color.
Yeah, you did a great job. No worries.
Have other streams we were managing here, so you did a great job.
So for our entire crew, I'm Matt Harrington saying so long from Braemar Arena.